Okay, now it looks like it's working. Yes, now it is working. I don't get this thing sometimes. It wouldn't let me go live on, I don't even know now what it is, either Twitch or YouTube. I had to change both channel or both titles because it said it was an invalid title. So I just took out what I'm guessing, I took out the punctuation because I was guessing that's what the issue was. And then as soon as I went live, I just added it back in the punctuation, and it allows me to put it in. So why won't it go live saying it's an invalid title when it obviously isn't an invalid title, because I can edit it to be that title? This, take that off. Make sure my mod account is on. Okay. Put that into charge since it is. The only thing I don't get is why it says it's unstable. It is currently saying that it is unstable, yet I'm running at 3,000. I'm running at 3K right now, almost 4K. No, I don't get it. It says unstable, but everything looks fine. My YouTube, and that's my Twitch stream manager. My YouTube says it's perfect. Like, what the hell? And it is so cold outside. I'm actually going to put that up so that my ears don't get too cold. It's going to bug me, but whatever. Then we'll put our hat on. It is very hard when you have a tiny melon to get a hat to fit properly, but whatever. And see, now I can take this, and it's not exactly how I want to do it. I would rather have that like that, and then pull that up like that. That's how it should be. And I need to get this down into my collar. Okay. Oh. For somebody who hasn't been in cold like this, really. I mean, I don't count last year when I was up here because of my dog's death. And she was having her emergency issues and all that, and then eventually passed away. Other than that, well, Christmas time when it was minus 40 out, or minus 30, Christmas time wasn't that cold, but when we were here for her, it was. I haven't been in this cold for a long, long time, and I'm not usually in this cold. It is 13 degrees out, just so you guys know. Where am I going to put this? I need to... think I have everything? Okay, I think we're good. I don't know what I'm gonna... This is hard to... Here we go. Dry air has just been doing a number on me lately. Oh, I didn't bring sunglasses. Oh well. Truly, if I would have had sunglasses, I probably wouldn't. They'd be fogging up anyways. But, so we're not going to go very far. What? Can't believe somebody's in there already. It is. Got some bite to it. Oh look, Stream Elements finally told me I was live. I've been live for 8 minutes. Okay, what do we want to run today? What the heck is up with that? This is the second day in a row now that the fire trucks have been over here at this building. And it's definitely, sounds like a fire alarm. I wonder if it something to do with the cold is making that fire alarm go off. We had that issue in our building a few years ago. Something happened with they had to replace something. And it was because the cold was making the fire alarm go off. I don't know what it was, but it's something. Oh, I probably look like a weirdo running with my freaking mittens on and all that. Ow, that freaking hurt. My foot somehow kicked a rock. I don't know what's going on. It is definitely that same building. I don't know if I'm gonna go up this way, but I don't know if we'll do the whole 10K loop or not. I want to, because I need to do miles. Just need to get some pounding on the legs. And it's not necessarily miles that I need, because I'm not training by miles. I train by hours, but time on feet is, I know about how many miles a certain amount of time is. Gosh dang, that freaking hurt, that rock. I don't know how. It baffles my mind how you can pick up a rock to where it flies up, and then your trailing foot will just like kick straight into it on the top of the foot. So I hit it with like the top of my toe knuckle, my big toe knuckle. Like, it hurt. Freaking hurt. That guy's standing out. There's a guy across the street who just has like on a Carhartt jacket, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, Carhartt jackets are nice and warm. No hat, no gloves. I'm over here with a freaking buff, half my face covered, a hat on top of that, freaking mittens, and I'm still cold. I'm actually warm, but I mean my nose and mouth, my lips and everything are freezing right now. So far it's not icy. I think whatever ice, that freezing fog yesterday, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not developed, but caused, maybe, is the word. It all melted yesterday, because it did get up to, the sun came out and it got up into the, like, right around 40 degrees, so it was only like a thin film, so it wouldn't take that long to melt. I love how it says, well, two comments. They're getting close to a school up here, so that's the reason why I'm having this thought. I'll go on this other side. So two thoughts. One, I saw some TikTok the other day, well, last night, some board in, I don't know, some county somewhere, and I don't even know who this person was. It was a school board. I don't even know who this person was or all the everything around it. But they were talking about some severance package some guy got for like $700,000 or whatever like that. And the gist of it, from what I could get in the comments, was everybody was blaming Republicans for it, because all these, it was going basically from like a Republican, which I didn't think school boards had to deal with any of that. I thought it was supposed to be nonpartisan, but whatever. But it was basically like a Republican board going out and a Democrat coming in, and so all the Republicans were trying to take care of themselves and get all this extra free money or whatever, which school board, I don't know who's making money off of that, when I was in school, my parents, or my dad, was on the school board. It wasn't a paid position. It was volunteer. Like, so where are these schools at that they're actually making money off of it? And let alone $700,000 if whoever this guy was, and I don't, like I said, I don't know the whole thing on it, but the comments that I read were like, talking about F the Republicans, and I'm nonpartisan. I don't identify with any particular party because they're both corrupt, and that's the whole point of what this story is. All the comments in there, you don't really tell it was a Democrat leaning person, and then all their followers and all that would definitely be that way. And it's like, do you not pay attention to the rest of the country? Where, take like California for instance, where the Democrats are fleecing different school boards or cities or whatever. It's like, they're just as corrupt, you weirdos. But then that brings me to my second point. I read an article this morning where the city of Helena here is talking about next year consolidating a lot of the elementary schools. Ooh, I'm already starting to sweat, even since I'm dressed warm, but starting to sweat. My face and everything is still frozen. Anyways, they're talking about consolidating a lot of the elementary schools here. We're just going to go in front of the school board next year. Possible things to consolidate and all that. And I get it, because most of the schools in Helena here are quite old and haven't been modernized. So like right now in the cold, some of them are probably struggling with heat, things like that, just because the city hasn't spent money on any of that. But a few years ago they approved to rebuild the central school here because they needed another school because the schools were overcrowded. So it's like, you're talking about consolidating different schools when you just spent, I don't know, like $100 million to build a new school because you were overcrowded. Like, what the hell? I was just trying to. There's a guy up here running that looks like he's more stumbling than running. Whatever. We're just gonna keep it easy today. Oh, I can see my breath though. Oh, look at that. You can see way up there and some dense fog, which they were talking about. It looks like it's burning off. I guess down in the valley over there is still some dense fog. It'd be freezing fog again. Good thing I decided to not go up to the wilderness area, because I was thinking about that today, going up there, but it is white up where I would be going. So, good thing. Thought about going up on top of Mount Helena too and just running the ridge, but I think there's too much snow. Now it's supposed to warm up again, like to 40s today. I mean, very few places other than the desert where it can get to be like this temperature and then warm up to be, really warm. It's
very few places. I mean, just north of here is the world record for a temperature shift in a 24-hour period. So Montana is definitely one of the worst when it comes to that. Or best, if that's what you like. It went from, I want to say it was like 74 degrees to minus 40 or something like that in a 24-hour period. It was something ridiculous like that. It was over 100-degree shift. To the sidewalk, and again, I don't even know what that guy is. He actually trying to run, or and that's the best he can do, or what? I don't know what that guy had going on, but the dog was trying to come over here to the sidewalk. He was pushing the dog over on the road, and even if you're running on the road, he was pushing him to the right-hand side of the road. That's not where you run on a road. The dog is just trying to do what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, man. Today I gotta buckle down. I did a good job yesterday. I got, after struggling with some issues with Google Drive and OneDrive, I got my Instagram reel from yesterday put up there. I took, probably an hour and a half, which should have only taken maybe half an hour at the most. I mean, yeah, I could have done something in like 5 minutes, but maybe put that up on my TikTok too. What do we got here? This is Allison. I don't know, we might just go all the way, do the 10K route. And then I was editing a Santo Park vid in Lisbon, which is from August. So I got like 4 videos I need to get done. I'm gonna try to get that one done today and work on my website, because right now the coaching site is busted. I can't get it to do what I want it to do. And then I'm half tempted just to reset everything, start all over on my website. And then I got to do some more of my training. I'm over halfway done. I want to get that done here really quick. And the Gates of the Mountains Wilderness looks so cool right now. This cold morning light. I mean, all that looks cool. Like, looking over here towards the Continental Divide looks awesome. Like, completely clear sky. So cool. This whole valley. I don't like the cold, but man, there's something about cold winter mornings like this that just look so cool. Like looking out in the valley towards like Head Lane and the Scratch Gravels reminds me of the dead of summer down by like Cedar City, Utah. excited for my puppers. I got the first pictures yesterday. So excited. And the timing for picking up the puppers sounds like it's going to work out perfect for me to go and hit cross-country national. So I'll probably, wow, my mouth is so cold I can't even say probably be there. Too many B's. Probably. This area is a little bit icy, but it's frosty, not the freezing fog like yesterday. This is just, well, it's probably remnants of it. What was going on with my gimbal? It was doing something crazy, so then I stopped to fix it, and it fixed itself right when I tried to fix it. So then I had to fix the fix. Cliffs got lots of snow on them, and then the freezing fog, it just kind of created a lot of frost on the cliffs as well. So it looks really cool. I'd show you guys, but you wouldn't be able to see it because the sun is right there. So you wouldn't be able to see it. Now you'd be able to because the sun's behind the cliffs, but now I have too many trees and houses in the way. Oh man. I really I love this coat. Somehow it started to tear on one of the sleeves. And I've had this thing for 6 years. So I think we're going to have to invest in a heavier running coat. I don't want to... I got to blow my nose out because this is getting ridiculous. Frozen boogies on my nose. So, if anybody knows of a good running jacket out there, a heavier running jacket, let me know. This one is a Brooks, but they don't make anything like this anymore. Because it has, I have some of their lighter jackets, but this one's a heavier jacket. It's still not a heavy jacket, but it's heavier. And but I'm open to other companies. I mean, other than Nike. I won't buy Nike stuff. And I am on the fence right now with Hoka because they're the big sponsor, or as far as running stuff goes, sponsor of UTMB, which is another issue I have with UTMB because their big sponsor is a car company. What does that have to do with running? Nothing. And that was the start of the turning. Well, it wasn't the start of the turning. It was the big signal, let's put it that way, of the downhill spiral of values with UTMB. I mean, it's pretty bad when you're number one, I would say, number one recognized athlete in the world as far as the trail running scene goes, ultra trail running scene goes. Kilian Jornet backs out of UTMB. I mean, supposedly he was injured, and he probably was injured, but he's ran through freaking broken collarbone 1 year. So whatever injury he had, I doubt it would have affected him that much. But it was just this exact same timing he backed out due to injury was when Dacia was announced as the title sponsor for UTMB. And he's big on environmental impact and sustainability. So they have a car company that, I mean, they build some cars that are more environmentally friendly, but they have a lot that aren't too. And I'm not like a freaking full-on what you call it, like climate environmentalist, like whatever. I mean, I believe in sustainability and to try lessen our environmental impact just because I love the outdoors. But I'm not a huge, like, climate change. The whole climate agenda is being pushed on by global elites. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I know that's what it is. To try and create a one world order. I mean, you just look at the signs, that's exactly what it is. And they sway climate data to meet their agenda. There's a reason why they never show data or trends past, like, I don't know what it is, like 120,000 years or something like that, because their whole thing would be debunked if they went further back. But that doesn't mean we should be having a coal plant, every 60 miles from each other or whatever. And we should definitely be investing in renewable energy, just because I love the environment, but not from a global warming standpoint, but from I want to go out my door and I want to be able to see trees, and I want to be able to see 60, 100 miles when I'm on top of a mountain. I don't want to be running down a sidewalk and get emphysema because of air pollution, that kind of stuff. So, the way I feel about a lot of that is definitely hand in hand with what a lot of the other people fight for. But wow, it's cold enough out here that my battery is just freaking getting drained. I gotta plug it in already. It's only been 40 minutes, not even 40 minutes. Makes me worry a little bit about even my external battery because I didn't charge it yesterday. We didn't use a lot of it, but still. And I may lose a lot of people on YouTube and Twitch by my comments I just made, but whatever. I love the outdoors, and I want to be able to enjoy the outdoors. But you also have to look at, I can afford to drive my van, but unless they make huge improvements, I can't drive an electric vehicle. It's not sustainable. It actually uses, the environmental impact is actually worse than the electric vehicles currently, until they, maybe if they boost up the technology and stuff on how to create a lot of that stuff, it'll be better. But it's like, I quite often drive cross country, and a lot of times I have to do it in 2 days. I can't do that in an electric vehicle. There's a lot of them now you can do, up to 500 miles on a charge, but then you're stuck there waiting for a charge. So instead of being able to drive 16 hours a day, now I can only drive 10. So you improve the technology, I have no problem with it, but to force it on people like California's doing now, it's not going to work. Which is another thing that, I don't know, like I said, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but and I haven't seen any videos or anything on this, but it seems like higher ups in California have some pretty significant ties with China. So they're pushing all this electric stuff on you. Well, if you know anything about, are you turning left? You gonna let me know you're turning left? Nope, you're not gonna let me know you're turning left. Thanks for the turn signal, dipshit. Anyways, if you just pay a little bit of attention to environmental impacts, and you know about lithium mining and cobalt mining, and that all these mines are done in these countries that don't have the same standards as, say, us or a lot of European countries as far as mining goes. Guess who owns all those mines scattered around the U.S.? Or not around the U.S., around the world. It's China. So of course, China is going to push that kind of stuff wherever it can get to have a greater economic impact. Now, like I said, I haven't seen that anywhere. That's just me, just having my own thoughts on the world. But I don't know. There's a part of me that really wants to run down to the park now. Because now that I'm out here, I actually don't feel too bad. Yeah, let's maybe do it. I want to recycling. See, I believe in recycling. I think we should. That goes into sustainability. We don't need. Well, there's two things there for me. Is one, as much garbage as we're putting into landfills is not sustainable. Gonna run out of spots to do it, and it does impact, especially microplastics, does impact the water tables, which impacts the health and welfare of everybody globally. But because that's not a natural microplastic, like plastic isn't natural substance. And then but also, I mean, we should utilize the resources as good as we can. So eventually you're going to run out of resources because there's a finite amount of material in the earth, and it's even more finite on, now I'm talking from a geology standpoint, it's even more finite as to what is even accessible to be mined or anything like that. So I think recycling is very important. Wearing my mittens. If I was wearing my gloves right now, my hands would be completely frozen, like painful frozen on the verge. What's the first thing before, like frostbite? I don't know what it is, but I've been out of first aid for so long now that I don't even remember what the term is. So I used to teach BLS and first aid and PALS and CPR, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, my fingers would be completely frozen right now, and I'm wearing my lighter mittens. My hands are actually sweating, which is normal. I remember who it was. Sorry to probably Rachel. And I was talking about how my hands are always freaking cold. Well, I found out I'm normal. Taking this ultra running certification course, and to find out that for ultra runners in particular, but endurance runners and even certain other sports, you see it a little bit in biking as well, but not so much in biking because usually bikers aren't out in this kind of weather. But it's normal because, I mean, it makes sense if you think about it, but like, you know, when you're running and everything, morning, you're running or biking, all your blood is going to your legs because that's where it's needed. So I'm not getting the blood, you know, being pushed to my fingers as much Because my muscles are what needs the oxygen. And your body is smart, or your body is smart like that. I really gotta pee, but I think I'm gonna do the lap and then hit it on the way back. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to pee again before we get back. Oh, not many people out here. But you can see how frosty it is. The grass and everything. And it was 13 degrees. It probably still is 13 degrees, but that sun is making it feel a little bit warmer. I'm not wearing any sort of trail shoes at all today. Well, I mean, you can see what shoes I'm wearing. But this trail is so buffed out that it's not a big deal. Oh, and last time we were out here, I was like, why is there a big old grader out on the trail? Like, usually they use the bobcat or whatever. Like, what are they doing? And then I was like, well, maybe they're making the parking lot bigger because it does get packed. Because this is just getting used more and more. I mean, this time of year it's not gonna, but actually it will. You'll get cross-country skiers out here. But yeah, they are. I drove by there the other day, and they are. That's on my way out to the gym. They are expanding the parking lot to be about twice the size it is now, which in a way is good because, like I said, sometimes, like in the summertime, you get there around 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is difficult to find a parking spot. This time of year won't be an issue at all. Can't decide if I want to go down to Bozeman this weekend or not, run with the group. They are running for a land trust organization down there, which is equivalent to the Prickly Pear land trust up here. Same sort of group. It's the Gallatin Valley Land Trust down there, but doing something in collaboration with that this weekend, and man, it is just snowy down there. They're talking, they do have like a 17-mile route, which would be nice to do with minimal elevation. I think it has maybe 1,900 feet over that 17 miles. But can't even imagine how much snow that'd be. It'd take me probably 5 hours. It wouldn't take a normal person that long, but it'd take me that long. The only people that are probably going to do that far in the group, it would, one, they'd lose me because it's only going to be the top people, a lot faster than me and everything, a lot younger than me. I was was thinking about going down to Arizona this weekend too, because there's a race going on down there. But I'm not worried about it. I don't have the gas money. That's the other main reason why I'm staying here is because I don't have the gas money. I might after. What is that? I gotta look at my watch. What? That was only 4 miles? I guess that makes sense. It was 4.6 or 4.7, I want to say, to work when I would run this to work. And so that would be another 3/4 of a mile easy to get to work. So I guess that would make sense. One thing I'd like to do is maybe go hit the slopes before I leave. But at this point, I think it's Friday. This Friday is the NCO breakfast here. So if you're in any way have a connection to the military, the NCOs at the place here, doesn't matter, it's either Air Force, Navy, Army, it don't matter, they all do it. It's like the actual organization. It's mostly Air Force and Army. In fact, I don't even know if occasionally I think they get a Navy person out there, but mostly Army and Air Force. But they do a NCO breakfast for all the veterans and retirees in the area, and usually somebody will pay for, sponsor for like anybody can go. But usually retirees are paid for. But when I used to go there all the time, even when I was an NCO and I would work it, I would always chip in, $100 or whatever to pay for a lot of the retirees and stuff. It's like $5, so it's a cheap breakfast. And they always have extra food. They purposely make extra food. And then they take it down to the local homeless shelter. And they know about it. So for them, it's like they put the word out that, later, mid-morning, we're going to have all the homeless people, show up for breakfast because we're going to have all this extra food. So it's a good deal. They do a good job with it. And then the other thing, I don't know when it is, but I might actually try and crash it, is actually I won't be able to crash it. I know I won't be able to crash it. They have a Christmas meal, which is for all the workers out here. And there's, somebody's catching up to me. There's probably, 500-600 people that work out here. Doesn't matter if you're a civilian employee, contract employee, or military member, and all the services. And there you do get the Army Reserve, the Marine Corps, the Navy. Everybody who's out here will show up for that. That's a lot of fun. I just work that too. I was a guy that sliced up all the turkeys and ham and all that. It's a lot of fun. Oh, that should be coming up too. If not this week, next week. I would guess probably next week, because they wouldn't do that the same week as the NCO breakfast. I was given my friends that started working out there, even though he's freaking retired sergeant major. He's raking in the retirement dough, and he's, I don't know what he would be now, like 62, 63. He wanted to work out there. He was bored. The timing of it, when he told me, I was like, one, like, why would you want to work when you don't need to work? It's not like you're strapped for cash. And that's when he said he was bored. And then two, I was like, the timing of it was right at the beginning of hunt season. I was like, why would you want to do that right at the beginning of hunt season? Then after I saw him last, I was like, thinking, I was like, the two best times of the year, like, you get my two favorite times of the year was grazing day and Halloween in the building, and then the Christmas, the big Christmas meal, so, or holiday meal, I should say. So it's like, I kind of get it. Who is this guy? Why is he, where did he come from? Now I'm talking about the guy that's chasing me down. It's like, there's nobody out here. And all of a sudden I look back, and there's a guy running behind me. Or a girl, I don't know. Somebody running behind me. Must have just been coming around a loop or something, timing-wise. I don't know. Don't get it. Obviously, whoever it is, they were trying to pass me, because in order for me to not notice you as close as the person is, if they were going like the same speed or whatever, I would have seen them. They would have been so close that I would have seen them coming from whatever direction. I gotta blow my nose out too. I'll do that when I get up here to the pisser. Lie though, a little bit of tempo runs and stuff that I've been doing, I feel so good afterwards. It's like something I've been missing the whole time. Hi, buggers. You know, I haven't done it for so long, but for some reason, like, felt good, like later on in the day. My legs feel like crap, because they're like, what the hell are you doing to us? Just overall, like my heart and my breathing, my lungs, all that just feel so good. And I see somebody has joined, but I can't see. Oh, excuse me, who it is, because the sun is shining right into my face. But, good morning, whoever you are. I lost the person behind me. They stopped to pet the doggo. It is. Oh, it's Roadrunner. Hey, Roadrunner Blue. Good morning. It is a frosty 13 degrees out here today. So we are just out running some miles. Just trying to run fast enough to keep warm, but not too fast that I'm going to get really sweaty, which will then cause me to freeze. How far this is going to be. I would guess and say I might hit 10 miles by the time it's done, said and done. The old guy that we passed earlier, for sure. Yep. Walks like him anyways, who knows, huh? Oh, he's probably a construction guy. Walks the same way as the guy that we passed, though. Oh, wow, they almost got this parking lot already done. That's crazy. Looks like they just gotta lay some gravel, maybe. Cute little puppers. Morning. Cute little puppers with his coat on. Oh. Another person running, they went straight back there, so I won't have to worry about them. Which again makes me wonder where they came from, because if they came from over there, I would have seen it when I was at Montana Wild, because I was looking down the path. Where did they come from? I guess they could have came from Spring Meadow. Creek is definitely a little bit lower now. Everything's freezing up. What's this person doing now? It looks like they might use the restroom, so we'll just walk for a little bit. No, they must have just been going to the throw something away in the garbage. Looked like they were walking towards the restroom. Okay, I'm gonna set you guys down over here on the wet park bench, even though it's, like I said, it's like, well, it's probably up to like 15 or 16 degrees now, but since the sun is hitting the table, it is melting all the frost off. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. One thing that always has baffled me. Wow, that sun is so warm. I actually feel like I don't need my gloves on, but we'll try and run without them, I guess, for a little bit. One thing that's always baffled me, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but inside the pit toilet here is they always have a bottle of hand soap. Well, there's no sink or water or anything anywhere, so it's like, why is there hand soap? The heck? Why is my watch on a different? All of a sudden it just changed. I don't get it. Trying to fix my I'm gonna put my gloves on here in a little bit, but my hands are getting really sweaty. Yeah, my watch keeps changing modes because something is rubbing against it. It does have a touchscreen on it as well, so let me turn that off. At least I'm starting to overheat a little bit, so taking the gloves off and my hands get a little bit cold, then I'll cool down. Because my hands are cold, no matter how warm I'm dressed, I'm cold. My hands are my temperature regulators while I'm running. So I got about 4 miles left from here, so my watch is changing modes, so there we go. I'll be just a little bit shy of 10, I think, so we could always make it 10 if I run all the way down past the library and come back. But too worried about it. We could just do an extra lap in the park maybe. I'm feeling good by the time we get there. I really need to start putting together some long runs. Could possibly do that this weekend if I don't go to Bozeman. And by long, I'm talking like 26 miles, 30 miles, somewhere around there. Usually before a race like this, about a month out, I try and find a marathon race that I can sign up for to use as a long run. And I don't go out and I don't race it hard by any means. Usually anywhere from run at 3.5 to 4 hour range. Just keep it honest by running it at a concerted effort, I guess you could say, but not race mode where I'm going to kill myself. I don't care who you are, if you go out and just try and freaking race hard on a marathon, you're going to be destroyed. You don't get any good training done for a couple weeks. In fact, you might lose fitness overall for your race. So you can use a marathon as a long run. And I'm talking, the only reason why you would do a long run that long would be for 100K or above distances. And even then, it wouldn't be, you don't need to do it. But if you're going to do it, that's what you would do. You're not going to do it for 50K, because that's damn near a 50K. Or in my case, where I do some 30-mile long runs, you're really, really damn near a 50K. It looks cold. It is cold. I don't know what the temperature is now. I can't see. Who is that? Oh, it's Jess. Yeah, it's, I don't know what it is now, since the sun's been up for a little bit, but when I started it was 13 degrees out. Based upon how frosty the grass still looks and the fact that the sun hasn't started to melt the frost off the grass, I'd say it's still in the high teens, probably 18, 19 degrees. Yeah, the grass is crunchy. Well, it doesn't help. So yesterday, for a good majority of the day, we had freezing fog that just hung around. And then it warmed up a bit. And then last night we had freezing fog as well. Actually, it looks like there's still a little bit way out in the valley there, but you used to be able to see it hanging around the mountains. There's still a little bit right there. It looks like it's pretty much all burned off now. It looks like it's all burned off for the most part. But yeah, that freezing fog just made everything crunchy. Supposed to do a tempo run yesterday, and I I did 1 mile at tempo. Actually, right here on this section, because it was the only thing that wasn't icy. Everything else is so slick and icy. I really wanted to hit the mountain up there today, but the sun is still, can't see, but got quite a bit of snow on there the other day, and it hasn't melted yet. So I would, without my micro spikes on, it'd be just futile trying to go up there, because you just try and take a step up and you slide back 3 steps. Or at least on the path I would go. Sure, I look like a weirdo to all these people because I got a buff on, you know, around my cheeks and my chin and everything, and my ears to keep my ears warm, and then a beanie on top of that, and currently not wearing my mittens because my hands were getting way too warm. It's okay. I usually have the opposite problem. My hands just get frozen. Well, I guarantee you, if I was wearing my actual finger gloves, my fingers would be frozen. I have to wear mittens. I didn't miss Thanksgiving with my mom to where now I feel obligated. I mean, I want to, but I feel more obligated to go and spend Christmas with her. And she lives about, I don't know, like 90 miles north of here. I'm sticking around for that, but otherwise I would be in warmer environments right now. Picked my puppy up around towards the end of January, so I don't have to be here. Much rather be in around Tucson or on the Gulf Coast in Texas or something. Just hanging out my van, putting in the miles. But no, we're just gonna embrace the suffer for a few more weeks. I'll probably head south after Christmas, and eventually I need to head over to Richmond, Virginia on the 20th of January, and then be back here following weekend after that to pick up my puppy. And then I definitely will be here as much as I can through till my race. probably gonna have to. I know one of my friends said that they would crew me if they could for my race, and if that's the case, then I can take puppers with me. But otherwise, I'm gonna find someone that can watch her. She'll still be too young for me to take to the kennel, or to the border, I should say. Because they won't take anybody that doesn't have their full series yet, which makes sense. Oh. And there's only one place here in town that I trust doing that. There's other borders that would probably take her, but they're the only ones I trust. The reason why they're called a luxury border. And of course you pay for what you get too. Gosh, I think it's like when I was taking Nessa there, which would have been, a year ago or 2 years ago. I guess 2 years ago was the last time I had to drop her off there, and I want to say it was like $100 for the weekend. Oh, that would have been Black Canyon weekend, actually. So February of last year. No, it was a Black Canyon. She had passed away by then. The heck other race would I have gone to then? Because it was because I went to a race. Oh, Speed Goat. So it would have been July 2 years ago. That was the last time. Pretty good pace. It's like feel like I'm running slow, but then I keep looking at the times as I hit certain milestones, and I'm like, how fast am I running? Okay, I gotta wait. Gross. Freaking snot. Okay. Let's see if we can go now. Snot got the grocery over driving by, like, what the hell? That's gross. So I had like opened my nose out and it just stuck to my upper lip. So that's just gross in itself, but then it's really gross. It's my upper lip. things us runners talk about. It's like I saw the other day, I think it was Zach Miller. He was in Durango running with Maggie Gutierrez, who I think both are, maybe, I don't know. I know Maggie got into Hard Rock this year. I don't know I think Zach Miller did too. I think it's the first year of him getting in. But so I don't know if they were just training together or talking about it or whatever. I don't know. But he was peeing. No, I wasn't peeing. But Maggie had rode on the sidewalk while Zach was like inside. This is slippery. It's a little frosty bridge here. But she rode on the sidewalk. I have pooped everywhere on Main Street. Or I've pooped in every bathroom on Main Street. That's what it said. Didn't even break eye contact with the traffic. Yeah, was not peeing. I was blowing snot out of my nose. But the way it was hanging off my upper lip, it probably looked like I was puking on the side of the road. Ah, nice frosty. I mean, like I said, I don't know what it is now, probably 16, 17 degrees out. 18. I mean, once it hits 20, usually the grass starts to, or the frost, as sunny as it is, the frost will start melting off the grass. So I don't think it's that. Oh man. we hit? 8 miles? I don't think I got 2 miles in me. I can cross. Thought I heard a car coming up behind me, but way back there. This place always has more employees than I would think would be possible in this place. It's like there's like 15 cars parked in their parking lot. I don't see how 15 people would work there. It's not that big. Frozen dog poo on the trail. That's always nice. Pick up your poop, people. Or pick up your dog's poop, I should say. Look at that video. The guy on the side of the trail with like a black eye or whatever. Like just all bloodied. Guy's like, what happened to you? And he's like, well, I was running on the trail and I stepped in some dog poop. And while I was scraping it off my shoe, some other guy came running by and stepped in it. And I laughed. I was like, I just did that. And the guy punched me in the face. Oh, even the fence on the back side of the driving range over here is all frosty white. That's how cold it was with the fog. Just attached to everything. Nothing like the freezing rain you get down in like the Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee area, but I remember one time I came through some freezing rain driving up on the northern part of the state. I was in a government vehicle. I had to go up there to coordinate some local support for some medical event. We were, as a military, were providing medical support for one of their local events, let's put it that way. We were always limited as what we could provide because of credentialing and malpractice rules, that kind of stuff. But anyways, I got to wherever I was going to, and there was such a freaking thick coat of ice that had engulfed my vehicle that I couldn't even open the door anymore. Had to literally just blast the freaking heat as much as I could, and then I was able to, the ice had melted enough that I could at least roll down a window, and then literally had to like punch through the ice, because it was still on the window, or where the window would be, and then just crawl out the window. Oh man, this hill. Figure out how far am I? I mean, we could go that way. We never go that way. Nah, not worth it. We'll go this way. I'm about spent, because I did not eat any breakfast this morning. I don't have any sort of nutrition with me. And I've been running for an hour and a half. My tummy says it is incredibly hungry. Oh. So let's go this way. It doesn't help that the last, since we made the turn 4 miles ago, has been a continuous uphill. Very slight, but it wears on you. We've probably gained 100 feet in the last 4 miles. But it's just a continuous. It's like putting a treadmill on 1%. You can tell the difference between 1% and 0% when you're on a treadmill. Is my cord in the way? Doesn't look like you guys can see it. For some reason it's sticking out all weird. It's all twisted weird, I guess. Here it is. I don't know, maybe it's gotten up to 20 now. Who knows? But the school over here still has the kids out here. Kids aren't really playing any, they're just kind of standing in groups, freezing their butt off. Pizza? No. This Mr. Tubby Tubs here is doing the best he can to eat a lot healthier than he has been. And I've been doing a good job the last few days. So I am not gonna throw it out of whack. Because I had pizza, what was it, last Saturday or Sunday, something like that, for my cheat day. Wish I had my sunglasses on, because when I get out in the sun running this direction, it is hard for me to see. Thin crust? I had thin crust. That's all I like. I don't like that thicker crust stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a time and place for a deep dish. I don't really consider that pizza. I just consider that goodness. food goodness, but like some of these, what is it, DiGiorno or whatever, that has like the rising crust pizzas and stuff like that. Oh, not a fan of it. You know, when I make my homemade crust, it's thin crust. And then, you know, some of the crust, it would, I can't see. You know, when I make my homemade crust, you know, the edges will rise a bit, but that's what I always fed to my dog. She was definitely a carb girl. Like, there was very few things that would cause her to drool, but one of them was pizza crust. She would eat pizza knowing that she's going to get the crust at the end, and the whole time she would just be sitting there drooling, watching me eat the good parts of the pizza so that she could have the crust. And truthfully, she could care less about the other parts of the pizza. She just wanted the crust. Ooh, that's uphill. It is getting me this today. Just getting me. Just gotta take it slow. Something is cold. course, the light just changed before we got here. Could make it now. As long as Rachel isn't watching. Give me crap for breaking the law. You'd think she's in law enforcement or something in the military. Oh man. We're just grinding out this last bit. So okay, it must be over 20 now because like look off at this parking lot. It is melting. All the frost, so it's got to be over 20 now. Based on how warm I am, easily. I mean, we started, it was 13. It's probably got 10 degrees warmer since we started. Oh man, mileage wise, I think that's gonna be it. We have no need to go any further. We'll just make our way back over here. Kind of want to go a tenth of a mile further just to piss people off, but we're not gonna. I think do it. No, I did that last time and I finished right at like 9 point, or I don't know what my actual mileage was, but like 9, 10, 11 miles, something like that, at 0.98. And then when I uploaded it on Strava, it just rounded it up, so I must have been that close. It just rounded it up for me. Run, fatty. No, I'm not gonna. Burrito place is open already. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:30. Gosh dang, it is late. No wonder the burrito place is open. I eat pasta with fingers. I wanted to sit down on the bench, but it is solid frostiness. Oh man, that took a little more out of me than I thought. But being that I didn't have any breakfast, that would be why. I do need to go run to the grocery store and get me more veggies. I'm out of my veggies. Been on for 2 hours. Yeah. I got a late start. I don't even know why. Why did I get a late start? Because I got up at 6:30 like I normally do. No idea. Here comes 2 of the people that live in my building. So we're going to go over here just because I don't want to have the awkwardness of having to say hi to them. I mean, I like them. They're probably two of the people I like. Like two of the only people I like. But oh, okay. Well, that is going to be it for today's stream. This week is all screwed up, so I don't know what my plan is for running this whole week, but most likely I'm going to try and do some sort of intervals or something tomorrow. So I will be live streaming. And then, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, the weather's supposed to be awesome like it is now. It's just supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be nice and sunny. So yeah. So I will, like I said, most likely see you guys tomorrow morning. That'll be it for today. For everybody on YouTube, please smash that subscribe button and wander your happy butts over here to Twitch and hit that follow button. Or vice versa. And follow me on my socials. And I will see everybody at the next stream. Bye everybody. Love you all.